Airman Cave Archives! Knowing and doing are two different things. Oh boy. Ooh, sorry about that. So, yeah, I guess tonight's episode will be something magical. We'll talk about paintings. Let's do paintings. So, let's go over here first and do a painting that I actually did of my dad. Now, side note, cool thing about the painting, whenever my father passed away, he wanted to be cremated. What I did was I took some of the ashes and kept them for myself so that he could be with me. And whenever I did that, I put some of his ashes actually into the paint whenever I did this painting. And so if I ever get rid of all the ashes and actually scatter them everywhere, I'll still have a piece of him with me. And so the actual picture of him, not the rest of the scenery or the background, but just this right here has actually got his ashes in it. So anytime that I'm able to touch it or anything like that, it kind of gives me a connection with my dad. This was from a picture that was actually whenever we used to go to North Carolina a lot, in I think it's Lake Junaluska, and it's one of the little dam areas that is in the surrounding area. So that was kind of a fun painting to be able to do, and kind of a therapeutic, cathartic to be able to do that with the ashes as well. So pretty neat. And I'm trying to remember, I think that one's called Really Important Picture, or Rest in Peace for my dad. So let's do, we'll keep in vain with the dad thing kind of, and the honoring of. And so this picture up here, I can't remember what the name of the picture is, and I always put them on the back so people have an idea of what it is. But if you'll notice the blue heron, so my dad, he really liked blue herons and taking pictures of them out in the wild. Well, after he passed away, we went to go get beach pictures done, and there was a blue heron overlooking the dune. And then whenever we were out on Lake Jordan with some friends, there was actually a blue heron up on one of the trees, kind of looking down over my family, and I like to think that it was my dad, looking out after us. And so I actually took a picture of the blue heron up in the tree, and then came back and did a picture or a painting from the picture. And if you'll notice, my wife said, I can see why you like the picture so much. I was like, yeah, because it's got my dad and it's so kind of neat, weird feel to it. She was like, no, these look like boobs. So she lovingly or affectionately calls it the boob painting. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see the boobs. I just see the blue heron whenever I look at it. So, but if you'll notice, it's kind of, neat looking images and everything. And then you have these roots that come down into the water. Now, speaking of roots, if you haven't tried Roots hummus, I would tell you, in my travels around the globe, having gone to Qatar, Afghanistan, Iraq, and some of the other areas in the Middle East, Kuwait, Qatar, whatever, this stuff is awesome. Cool thing about it is Mike Porterfield, one of the guys that I know is from high school, he actually works there. So, great stuff. Love it to death. I'm trying to get Costco to get it, but if you haven't had a chance, go get some Roots hummus. So, all right, well, trying to keep it sweet and condensed milk-ish for you. But tonight we talked about the painting of my dad and his ashes, and then as well as the boob painting. But one of the big things is, don't forget, doing and knowing, two different things. So now you know what inspired me to be able to do these paintings. Hopefully you'll go out and do one of your own or something of an artsy feel to it. And as always, thanks for stopping in, and I can't wait to show you more stuff in the Airman cave, and then the archives will always be here for you. Thanks for stopping in. See you next time. Airman Cave Archives! Knowing and doing are two different things.